Good morning, students. This is Kunal Bose again. Till the last class, I have discussed with you the plant tissues. Now, let's start with animal tissues. Animal tissues are classified into four major groups on the basis of type and nature of cells they contain, amount of intercellular material present, and the function they perform. So there are four types of animal tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue. It is a thin, continuous, protective layers of cells. Function of epithelial tissue is protection, absorption, secretion, and sensory perception. On the basis of cells, epithelial tissue can be classified as squamous, flat epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium. Let's start with connective tissues. Connective tissue connects various parts of the body and provide support to them. Connective tissue is different from other tissues as its cells are separated from each other and the space between the cells is filled with the ground substance called matrix. Types of connective tissues. Depending on the structure and function, connective tissue is of following types: connective tissue proper, skeletal tissue, and fluid connective tissue. Here you can see in this diagram types of connective tissue. First come connective tissue proper, then skeletal tissue, then vascular tissues, and then they have been classified further. Connective tissue proper. Connective tissue proper connects various parts of the body such as muscles to bones and gives support by filling up the space between the organs. And connective tissue is of following three types. Areolar tissues. It is the most widely distributed connective tissue in animals and it fills up the space between the various organs and acts as packing material around the organs. Fibrous tissue. Again, fibrous tissue is divided into two categories: yellow fibrous tissue and white fibrous tissue. What is yellow fibrous tissue is? It is found in ligaments. Where it is found? Yellow fibrous tissue is found in ligaments and walls of the arteries. Yellow fibrous tissue joins bones and this tissue is strong but not flexible. White fibrous tissues. It is present in tendons which connects muscles to bones, and white fibrous tissue is strong but and also highly elastic. Adipose tissues, mainly located under the skin and also found around internal organs. And adipose tissue's main role is to store fat and it also cushions and insulate the body. Means it gives warmth, hotness to the body. It provides protective padding around the organs. Skeletal tissue. It is also known as solid connective tissue and it forms the internal skeleton called endoskeleton. And the main role of skeletal tissue is to provide support. There are two types of skeletal tissues: cartilage and bone. Cartilage. Cartilage is composed of a ground substance called matrix, in which the cartilage cells called chondrocytes are present and are found in the fluid filled space called lacunae. This tissue is highly elastic and it is also resistant to crushing. Cartilage is present between the bones to reduce friction and to relieve the bones from shock. Cartilage is found at the end of the bones. Where the cartilage is found at the end of the bones, in the windpipe, tip of the nose and the external ear. But blood vessels are absent in the cartilage tissue. Now let us discuss the bones. In bones, the matrix is very hard and this matrix is made up of concentric layers around the central canal, and the matrix is filled with cells called osteocytes and many inorganic salts such as calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate, magnesium phosphate, calcium fluoride, and these all makes the bones strong and hard. Bone cells are present in minute space called lacunae. Fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue, again it is of two types. First blood, second is lymph. Blood. It is composed of straw colored fluid called plasma and various cells. Three types of cells are present in the blood. First, red blood cells, that is RBCs or erythrocytes. Second comes white blood cells, WBCs or leukocytes. Third is blood platelets or thrombocytes. What is the function of blood? You need to remember very carefully because this most important topic of the blood transport substances like glucose, amino acid, oxygen, etc. in the body, and also blood provides protection from foreign bodies. Lymph. It is the straw colored fluid surrounding the body cells, and the function of lymph is plays a very important role in protecting body against infection. What does it do? It protects the body against infection and also helps in transport fats. Muscular tissues. Muscular tissue is constitute the muscles and are found in every part of the body. Muscle contract and relax. By this they helps in movement. Muscles are of following three types: voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles and cardiac muscles. Voluntary muscles. These muscles are under our control or will. Their cells have dark and light bones and many nuclei, and they are also called striated muscles. Voluntary muscle constitutes about 50% of the body weight, and these muscles are attached to the bones and helps in movement of bones. Therefore, they are also known as skeletal muscles. Involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles are not in our control or will, hence they are called involuntary muscles. Involuntary muscles are composed of cells with tapering ends and no statins and only one nucleus. Hence these are also known as unstriated muscles. Involuntary muscles are present in internal organ of our body such as stomach, intestine and urinary bladder. Cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are a special type of involuntary muscles and they are only found in the heart. That's why they are also called as heart muscles. The cells of cardiac muscles are short and striated and are cylindrical and also branched. Cardiac muscle continues to pump blood to various parts of the body. This diagram clearly shows this is the heart, the cardiac muscles, three arteries are there, these are skeletal muscles which are attached to the bones, and these are smooth muscles. This is the intestine. You can very well see nervous tissue. It controls the body function. What does it do? It controls the body function, and it is made up of long nerve cells called neurons. And each neurons or nerve cells consists of a cell body called cyton and a long thread-like structure called axon. And this cyton contains a nucleus and many thread-like branches extended in all directions called dendrons, and dendrons are further divided to form dendrites. The nerve cells join together and form the nerves. Nerves are connected to the brain and the spinal cord. This is a diagram of neuron. Here you can see this is a total cell body. This dark blue color filled part. This is the nucleus. This is dendrons. These are dendrites, and this is axon part. Then this is axon terminals. These are axon terminals. With this, we have completed our first chapter, tissue, and I hope you have very well understood this chapter. Thank you very much and all the best.